So the moon is at 67.3% illumination in the sign of Virgo. In 2 days, we'll be in the half moon in Libra. I had to think about it for a second. And Mercury just went direct today, so no more Mercury retrograde for a while. That's pretty nice. Venus will not be retrograde at all this year, so love is in the air. Yes. So let's see who you are, and let's see kind of the energy that you're going to be moving into at the beginning of this year. See what kind of messages Spirit has for you. So, who are you? All right, we have Grace Short, timid, misunderstood, and shy. We have Andromedans. I felt like I was saying it wrong, but I wasn't. And that's all about autonomy, free will, and manifestations. Right now is an excellent time for manifestations. I feel like the planets are in the perfect alignment, so really stick to your visualizations and, letting go as well. That's a big part of manifesting, letting go and letting the universe kind of do its thing. And we have crop circles, messages, curiosities, and signs. You could be getting like synchronicities at this time, angel numbers, deja vu, crazy dreams, those kinds of things. So, yeah, let's see. Alright, so somebody's all up in their head, whether this is you or somebody that you're dealing with the 9 of Swords showing up and the 8 of Pentacles in reverse. It's like I'm seeing somebody like so caught up in their head, so focused on their thoughts that they're like struggling to like focus on work. It's like very distracted energy. With the 2 of Pentacles, this could have a lot to do with a decision that needs to be made or weighing the options, the pros and cons. With the 3 of Wands in reverse, I do see like I do see the energy of somebody no longer waiting or like no longer no longer waiting, because that's Three of Wands is all about waiting for the ships to come in, and it's either saying that the ships are coming in or somebody is simply letting go because they're tired of somebody being on the fence about something. So let's see exactly what that means. Let's draw some clarifiers for that Three of Wands in reverse. We have the Sun card, Leo energy, coming out. This came out in my last reading as well. Very strong Leo energy. Doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be a Leo. Could be in your chart somewhere, or this, ultimately is the energy of being, like, getting assistance over a wall or an obstacle, like getting the clarity that you need to, like, push forward. With the Empress in reverse, I am kind of seeing that somebody is feeling a little like blocked, creatively blocked. With the Ace of Wands in reverse, I see like somebody letting go of something they wanted. Alright, going back to that Three of Wands in reverse, like no longer waiting, no longer wanting to sit on the fence about something. If you... What are you no longer waiting on? That's what I want to know. Because there's just a lot of confusion, just straight out of the bat. A lot of confusion, a lot of anxiety, a lot of overthinking. But it's almost like that in itself is what brings something to a close, right? It like brings closure to a situation because somebody is sitting on the fence about something and somebody else is like, I'm tired of sitting on the fence about this. Like, tired of waiting for a decision to be made here. So, let's see. Yeah, with the Five of Swords in reverse, somebody, I feel like you're deciding to like no longer feel conflicted about something here. And the best way to do that is like following your intuition with the High Priestess energy, Pisces energy. It's like in the Empress in reverse, that's Venus energy in reverse. So it's like, I definitely feel that like somebody is just trying to focus more on what is tangible, right? With the Ace of Pentacles, somebody is focusing on what is within their realm of control and feeling divinely guided in a new direction, into a new cycle here. It just looks like something felt like a dead end, right? Whether that was a job or a relationship or a potential relationship or whatever, it just looked like it was going in a dead end. Like you felt like you were a dog chasing its tail, and inevitably you realized And as soon as you stop chasing the tail and you just like lay down and you're relaxing, then you're able to just grab your tail like pretty easily, right? And this is the energy of letting go in your manifestations too. Because it looks like the sooner you let go of something, the sooner something is able to manifest for you. It may not be exactly what you were trying to manifest, but it is in alignment with who you are and what you're working towards, what your energy is drawing you towards, you know. And sometimes what we want and what our energy is bringing us into alignment with are not necessarily the same things. However, that in itself could be a blessing. So let's see. Yeah, we have the Strength card, the other Leo card, heavy Leo energy, like I said. It's been pretty prominent in my readings lately. But it feels like this next chapter is really calling you to have strength, courage, and bravery. Yeah, we have the Ten of Swords with the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, and it looks like something just did not work out the way that you had hoped or the way that you wanted it to. It's this kind of feeling like defeated, depleted, just kind of like at the ending of a cycle, getting that closure you needed to really push forward into your next cycle. I feel that you had to experience like some losses in order to understand that you were not on the right path, right? That's a big indicator for me when I'm on the right path. It's like I start having like bouts of good luck, if you will. I don't believe in luck, but I guess that's the best way to put that. It's like I catch blessings when I know I'm on the right path. You know, like random blessings happen. When I'm not on the right path, then it's like I get setbacks, right? Financial setbacks, emotional setbacks, all kinds of setbacks, you know, and I feel that's kind of the way that the divine guides us. It's like, oh, well, if you're going down this road and you feel that you're only experiencing loss and lack and shit that you don't want to experience, that means that it's time to change it up. Because if you want everything to change, you have to change everything, right? Because doing the same thing over and over, expecting different results isn't going to work out. It's like you have to do different things to get different results. We live in a universe of cause and effect, right? And so everything that we experience in life is cause and effect. It's like our actions lead to something, right? And there's this ripple effect that's been taking place since the beginning of the universe, and here's where we're at with it thus far, right? You are a series of events of cause and effect that have just happened over, you know, the centuries until now. And so I feel that you're being called to like really use your intuition at this time to take certain actions to get certain results, right? have the Eight of Cups in reverse. Somebody could be coming back around from your past, or you could be revisiting somebody or something from your past. Could be an air sign, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, with the Queen of Swords showing up. But this is also like somebody who's very strategic, somebody who's very sharp, somebody who is very logical, somebody who is kind of driven in logic. You know, they don't want to do things that are going to have negative effects, right? And this is followed up by the Lovers card, Gemini energy. Heavy Gemini showing up. You could be going into union with somebody. Right? Like I said, Venus is not going to be in retrograde this year. It's a good time for it if you're going to do it, right? But I do see, like, yeah, I see union. I'm seeing something coming together, something that felt intangible at one point. And with the Queen of Swords too, it's almost like as soon as you cut something off, as soon as you like make the decision to push forward and kind of leave everything, you know, in the past that hasn't worked out, you're like, fine, I'm just gonna focus on what does work, and then bam, it's like this shows up. And it kind of feels like almost out of nowhere. Five of Pentacles in reverse. I do see you healing from this energy of feeling like left out in the cold or lack. You know, you could have experienced some financial difficulties or even just feelings of loneliness or aloneness, I should say, you know, because being alone doesn't always necessarily mean that you feel lonely, you know. With the Fool in reverse and the Four of Cups, I also see this energy of you like rejecting foolish behaviors, right? Or like if there's like you're not just gonna be quick to like take any opportunity, like you're very specific, very picky, like you know what direction you want to go in. You're not going to do anything that's out of alignment of what you're trying to accomplish at this time. With the High Priestess, I do feel that a lot of that has to do with your intuition. Like you're going to feel strong discernment about certain people, places, and things, about like, is this something that you want to do? Is this gonna lead you to outcomes that you desire? And you're gonna be really discerning in that regard. And I see that you're just not gonna be doing anything stupid or foolish, right? Like you're living with intention, right? It's like you want to do things intentionally. You want to focus on being an intentional kind of person. You're rejecting the things you cannot accept. changing the things you cannot accept. Page of Pentacles tells me that there could be career opportunities on the horizon for you. This could also represent an offer coming in. It is Pentacles, so it could be an earth sign, or it could simply be a career opportunity, or perhaps you're pursuing like a business venture, which I feel like is honestly the best way to invest your time and energy. You know, like the way I see it is, if you're meant to be with somebody, looking at the Lover's card when I say that, it's like you will be. And hyper fixating on it, like hyper focusing on the potential of love, is not necessarily going to attract the best case scenario. It's like if you focus on work, you focus on what does work, right? And then things fall into alignment for you. If you focus too much on relationships, then it almost projects an air of desperation, and you'll attract desperate people. So I'm seeing that like your pickiness is working out in your favor, because you're not coming off as somebody who's desperate for opportunities in love, right? You're not coming off as somebody who is seeking that kind of validation, right? You're looking like somebody who is kind of a boss-ass energy, right? Like somebody who's got that entrepreneur vibe. Like you're looking for opportunities that you can grow in, you know? Especially with the Emperor, Aries energy showing up. I see very strongly that you're just in the mindset of growth, right? Leadership, taking action towards what you want, being attentive to your goals and your priorities. We have King of Wands, more fire energy showing up. King of Fire. A lot of these cards actually showed up in my last reading, and it's funny because I used this deck, not this one. So I am feeling very called to this reading. Like these cards are showing up for a reason. With the King of Wands, I'm seeing that you're just kind of in an area of being an attractive force. Like I said in my last reading, I see that you're attracting opportunities, a partner, you know, you're attracting your manifestations, really, which leads me back to the Andromedans card, where, you know, it talks about your autonomy, your free will, and your manifestations, and I feel that you're really exercising your leadership skills at this time, with the King of Wands and the Emperor showing up together like that. I love this energy for you, because it's like, I see that in the energy that you're in, it's very like directed towards success, you know. It's not necessarily coming from a place of like greed or anything like that. It's just ambition and drive and inspired action. We have Four of Wands in reverse. You could be moving, or you could have just moved. With the Four of Wands in reverse, there's this energy that like something that you're committed to for a long time is coming to a close, and you could be yeah, just onto a new venture here. With the Seven of Pentacles, I'm seeing you reaping your harvest. I'm seeing like blessings just kind of start flowing into your life, opportunities start flowing into your life. And it's because you're in the right mindset. It's because you're focused on the right things. You're focused on your gratitude rather than your losses. You're focused on having an abundance mindset rather than a lack mindset, you know, and it's really helping to pull things together for you. Your mindset is everything at this point in time. Alright, do we have any more advice for you? Four Pentacles. Your advice right now is to hold on to your resources, focus on saving, focus on getting ahead, right? Like these blessings are going to be pouring in, and it's telling you to like be very thoughtful about your investments at this time. What you invest in is what you'll get, so make sure that you're investing in what you want. Seven of Wands in reverse. I'm seeing you not return to old habits and behaviors or things. With the Seven of Wands in reverse, it's like closing the doors to the past, right? Seven of Wands in the upright is all about doors opening up for you to go through. With that in reverse, it's like doors closing so that you don't revisit certain chapters of your life. With the Ace of Swords, I do see that somebody could be coming through to speak a truth. This could also indicate that you are living your truth, right? Like, it definitely feels there's a heavy energy based around truth at this time. And with the Sun card, illumination, I do see that. Knight of Cups in reverse. Let's clarify that. Why is the Knight of Cups in reverse? Two of Wands in reverse. You've already made up your mind on the direction that you want to take your life, and I feel that you're just not accepting any offers that are not in alignment with that. You're not open to people, situations, or things that are not conducive to the life that you're trying to live. I do like this because I feel that being picky and not accepting what you don't want is a really strong, powerful message to send to the universe, you know, because the universe will try to throw curveballs, right? It's going to try to throw things at you that you don't necessarily want, but just to see what you're willing to accept. And the fact that you're not willing to accept just anything is a powerful statement to throw out into the universe. And it's kind of like you want it all or nothing at all, right? Like you know what you want. It's very decisive energy. And I feel like you're confronting the truth within yourself too. With that Ace of Swords and the King of Wands, it's like you're you're really thinking hard on your personal truth and what you actually want on the inside, right? Like what really puts you in your best energy, right? That's what you're striving toward. Getting out of that overthinking energy, getting out of the restless nights and the anxiety. It's like you're just getting real freaking decisive. We have the Death card, Scorpio energy. This is the completion of a cycle. This is closure. We have 10 of Wands. You have 10-10 on the board, which represents endings and new beginnings. 10 of Wands is all about an emotional burden or something you carry that's heavy in your heart. With the 8 of Swords, I do see that you don't see something that's coming towards you at this time. Something that's kind of unexpected, and that's this 9 of Cups. 9 of Cups is your wish fulfillment, and this is where you could be letting go of certain manifestations, kind of like in the mindset of like, oh well, it's just not going to happen. It hasn't happened yet. I'm not going to sit around waiting for it, da-da-da-da-da. And that's exactly the energy you needed to get into to manifest it, right? So it's like as soon as you let it go, it flows right into your life, right? Yeah, I'm seeing 10 of Cups, emotional abundance, happiness, joy. Then you have 10-10-10, endings and new beginnings. With the energy of 3, which is all about mind, body, and spirit. Having the Lovers and the 10 of Cups indicates to me happily ever after, especially with the Sun card and the 9 of Cups. It's like I'm seeing you really get what you want here, and it all comes from this place of because you were willing to let go of it, right? You were willing to let go of your outcomes and just see what the universe presents for you. With the 7 of Cups, I do see that you could be looking at different potential partners at this time, suitors, if you will. With the Lovers, I do see that you will be coming into union soon, so you could be dating, or at least open to the idea of dating, talking to people, those kinds of things, getting your flirt on. And it does look like it's pulling you in a positive direction because you're not forcing anything. You're just kind of going with the flow of it. Yeah, King of Cups, inevitably King of Love shows up, right? King of Cups is very emotionally mature, very emotionally intelligent. And the King of Cups is the energy of like a masculine energy and love, and that doesn't necessarily have anything to do with your physical gender. It has to do with where you're at emotionally and mentally, right? Like what side of the brain are you operating on? Are you being an active force or are you being a being force, right? Like the divine feminine is the state of being. The divine masculine is the state of doing. So I see this very action-oriented energy in regards to that. With the 3 of Pentacles in reverse, I do see you letting go of connections that felt forced or that didn't jive. And I see you moving towards the star energy, Aquarius energy. And this is all about what you put your faith in, what you put your hope in, like that light at the end of the tunnel, that beacon of hope, it's like, it's the thing, it's that you put all your hopes and fears into. And with the star energy popping out, this is also like you could be kind of in the spotlight, right? With that being an attractive force. You have the sun and the star, both are very illuminating energies. The sun is a star, right? So I just gather here that like that story of like Jesus or whatever, where the three wise men are following the star. That's kind of what I'm seeing. It's like you're following the star to your like desired outcome here. The Nine of Cups. It's like all the things that you have been manifesting are coming to fruition, and it's coming to fruition because you've been unfaltering in what you actually want, right? And being honest with yourself about what you actually want rather than trying to suppress that energy. It's really going to help you as well. Alright, I'm going to pull some Kali cards. Gori Devi. Check your boundaries and affirm your right to express and receive both kindness and respect. Embrace your softer side and your ability to stand up for yourself. You are a unique being, and you do not need to conform to stereotypes. As you relax into your authentic self, the best method to accomplish what is needed shall spontaneously arise from within. Right, going back to that high priestess energy, following your intuition, letting your guts be your guide. Then we have Vajrakali. There's not always a need to try to grapple and conquer. Sometimes the need is simply to let go. That's what I've been saying. Just because another has created a certain reality for themselves and is attempting to draw you in does not mean that you must participate. You have the divinely granted gift of choosing where to invest your energy. Be kind to yourself, right? Like I said, there's a strong message here about where you're investing your energy, your time, your efforts, right? So be discerning, right? Be picky about where you're investing your energy, time, and efforts into. Dakshina Kali. She appears fierce, and yet she is benign. Her oracle brings a message that a situation which may frighten or intimidate you is well within your capacity to handle, no matter how dramatic or intense a situation may appear to be at this time. It shall eventually be little more than a passing memory and not have any negative bearing upon your future. And that is what I have for you. Namaste. I love you guys, and I will see you later.